This is a Kiesel Crescent 7-string. It's a 25.5-inch scale length, which to me is perfect for the tuning that I'm in, which is drop A. The special thing about this instrument is the fretboard. I went with a super flat radius, so for me, this guitar feels so freaking fast compared to other instruments that I've played. My neck is super, super thin. I've got a beautiful walnut 7-piece neck with purple heart and maple streamers. We're doing an antique ash finish here with blood spatter all over it. There's a lot of rumors out there that this is real blood. I will not comment on that. And I'm using some Kiesel polarity pickups. Now the cool thing about these pickups is that they exist as an active pickup and a passive pickup depending on how you set them up. The cool thing about Kiesel building guitars and also building their own pickups is that the active pickups that we know have a tiny compressor chip inside of the pickup, which is limited by the size of the pickup. Kiesel, on the other hand, being the builder of the guitar, they have this giant cavity on the back of the instrument where there is a large motherboard for the compression. So in my opinion, I've never heard a better active sounding pickup than the polarity. Now, to be a little bit more on the ball here, I don't use the active pickup very often. The cool thing here is I can do a push-pull situation. When I'm down, I'm passive. When I pull it up, I become active. Now, you also may have noticed I only have one knob here. This is just a volume knob, and the reason for this is really simple. For years and years, I would be playing and I'd be accidentally hitting my tone knob. I'd accidentally hit a pickup selector. Anything that I can do to avoid error in a live situation, I'm gonna do. Now, here's something that I also think is really interesting. A neck pickup is really just an EQ'd and a pre-EQ'd pickup that the company has designed for you. That's not what I want. I want to have a tone that works for me, so I'm going to have this pickup at all times, super bright, super attacky, super present, and whenever I'm in a studio situation, I'm just going to EQ it like a neck pickup if I want. But in a live situation, this is so much more present and attacky that it cuts through the way that I want to in a live situation. Anytime that I, in the past, have switched to a neck pickup, I get lost in the mix. So for me, I'm removing error and I'm making myself a little bit more present in the mix by doing so. Some other cool factors about this guitar, we've got a reverse inline headstock, so that means that the tension is really, really solid here and the tuning is super stable. Something else that I think is incredibly sick about this guitar is the hip shot floating bridge. Now, I was a huge fan of Floyd Rose's for years, like die hard, anything else I wasn't gonna do, until I got this thing. I've never heard a guitar flutter and have so much control. It stays in tune flawlessly, and to me, this is the perfect instrument. You know, I'm looking at this again and I just started drooling. I've got this beautiful flamed roasted maple neck. I've never seen a piece of walnut so dark. It balances perfectly, and at the end of the day, this is the tone that I'm looking to create whenever I'm playing guitar. This brings me there. If this guitar looks like your jam, no, that's blood. Be sure to head over to kieselguitars.com and you can snag this exact instrument